So, I'm reading a book right now called The Death of Christian Culture by John Sr., who taught at the University of Kansas. He died in the late 90s, was born in the 20s, I believe, and he is a modern-day Socrates, and I think it's an absolute bloody travesty that I hadn't heard of him until about 2 years ago. And the fact that most of you won't know who he is, I think's awful as well, but the good news is you now do. And I would highly recommend that you get this book, The Death of Christian Culture. I'm going to share an excerpt with you today about what Christianity needs to do if it is to survive. Now, you know what it's like when you get a book and you want to read it. Part of it is so that you can learn and grow in your understanding and be enriched because of the truth that you're absorbing. There's also part of you that just kind of wants to get through it and say, I've read this book. But I keep coming back to this excerpt that's in the front of the book. I haven't made my way very far into the book because I just keep reading and rereading it. It is very profound. And if you're interested, if this strikes you in any way, I would recommend that you either re-listen to this video again and again and again and again, or if I'm insufferably annoying, that you just pause it and read the text I'm going to put up on the screen again and again and again, or better yet, that you buy this book, The Death of Christian Culture, for yourself. So, what are we to do if we are to survive? If Christianity is to survive? If Catholicism specifically is to survive? Well, we're told quite often what we need to do. But what is it? Let's have a look. It is said that Christianity, if it is to survive, must face the modern world, must come to terms with the way things are, in the sense of the current drift of things. It is just the other way around. If we are to survive, we must face Christianity. The strongest reactionary force impeding progress is the cult of progress itself, which, cutting us off from our roots, makes growth impossible and choice unnecessary. We expire in the lazy, utterly helpless drift, the spongy warmth of an absolute uncertainty. Where nothing is ever true or right or wrong, there are no problems. Where life is meaningless, we are free from responsibility, the way a slave or scavenger is free. Futility breeds carelessness, against which stands the stark alternative. Against the radical uncertainty by which modern man has lived, as in a game of Russian roulette, stifled in the careless now, between the click and the explosion, living by the dull grace of empty chambers, the risk of certainty. Thank God for John Sr., and as a brother in Christ, get cracking. Go buy his book. Go buy all of his books. Read them. Bless you.